Hey drummers, I'm Brad Schlueter. In this video, I want to introduce a groove that I think is surprisingly cool but is often overlooked by rock drummers, and that's the jazz waltz. Now, I'm not really surprised it's overlooked by rock drummers for two reasons. One, I said jazz, and also I said waltz. But it's actually a really cool feel. For one, it's in an odd meter of 3/4. And since it's a jazz waltz, you'll often subdivide those quarter notes into thirds, creating almost a 9/8 feel that's often counted 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a. Now, some of our favorite fusion drummers, like Dave Weckl, Vinnie Colaiuta, Steve Smith, and a variety of people like that, often will play some really cool fills around their kit that seem to flow all over the place that are based on 9-note patterns. Now, learning the jazz waltz is one way to internalize that kind of rhythmic feel into your playing. Now, I'm going to start with a couple basic patterns for beginners, but I'm going to quickly ramp things up for you more experienced players to keep things challenging and interesting. If you'd like to practice along with me, just contact me through my website and I'd be happy to send you the music I'm using that has all these exercises and more. Next, I want to play a pair of 2-bar grooves. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to use that left foot on the of 3. So again, these can be a little bit more challenging for you more advanced players. And if you're a novice, just explore messing around with changing the ride cymbal pattern or changing the snare drum pattern. Now lastly, I'm going to play another 16-bar exercise that sort of builds on everything we've done up to this point, but takes it a little bit further. I'm going to start with that basic jazz waltz pattern where I have that skip note on the ride for 4 bars. And then for the next 4 bars, I'm going to add that hi-hat note on the of 3. Then following that, I'll substitute the bass drum for that hi-hat note on the of 3 for the next 4 bars. And then for the last 4 bars, I'll play both the bass drum and the hi-hat together on that count. And I'll cycle through this a couple of times. Now the challenge here is introducing and removing that left foot hi-hat on the of 3. And depending what you're doing around that, that can be surprisingly challenging. So I hope you can see how cool this feel can be and how many rhythmic possibilities it sort of offers. There are a lot of things you can do with your feet. There are a lot of things you could do with your hands to make this even cooler and trickier, if you like. I hope this has been helpful to you, and if you'd like a copy of the music, just contact me through my website. I'd be happy to send it to you. Thanks for watching.